Hi, both. Thanks for joining us today on our Business Gurus channel, where we will be discussing key business topics to help students grasp the most important elements of their course in preparation for their exams and future career. Let's get started.
Okay, let's unpack this. Ever thought about, starting your own thing,
Yeah.
a small project, maybe dreaming bigger?
It's exciting, right? That idea of building something.
Totally. But there's some stuff you really, really need to get your head around first, foundational things.
Absolutely critical.
So today we're tackling a big one. It's called unlimited liability. Sounds a bit dry, maybe.
Huh, maybe, but it's got huge implications.
Exactly. And we've got this great little source here, like it looks like notes from a presentation or something. Really clear.
Yeah, very concise, gets straight to the point.
So our mission for this deep dive,
Yeah.
use this source, this example it gives, to figure out what unlimited liability actually means for you if you're thinking about starting up, why it's so crucial.
Let's do it.
Okay, so the source sets up this scenario. Imagine you and a friend, right? You start a small business selling custom t-shirts.
Sounds fun. Pretty common startup idea.
Yeah, seems low-key. And maybe, for simplicity, you just run it as a partnership. You don't formally register it as like a separate company.
Okay, simple setup. Got it.
Right. But then disaster strikes. Well, maybe not disaster, but a problem. A customer's unhappy. Printing mistake.
Happens.
And it escalates. Suddenly your little t-shirt business owes 10,000 pounds. Maybe damages from a lawsuit.
Ouch. Okay.
And here's the key bit from our source. It says, since your business has unlimited liability, that's the phrase.
Right. And this is where it gets really personal, you could say. What the notes highlight is that this term means the owner, that's you and your friend in the scenario, is personally responsible.
Personally, responsible for all the business debts.
All of them, yes.
So what does that actually mean if the t-shirt business bank account is empty or just doesn't have 10,000 pounds?
Well, that's the crux of it. Our source is really clear here. If the business itself can't pay that debt,
Yeah.
then you and your friend must use your own personal money to cover it.
Hang on. My personal money,
Yeah.
like from my savings account, not just money I put into the business.
Nope. That's the core of unlimited liability. It doesn't distinguish. And it gets potentially quite serious. The notes point out the consequences.
Which are
If your savings aren't enough or you need to pay it, you might have to actually sell personal assets.
personal assets. Wait, like my phone, my laptop, stuff that has nothing to do with printing t-shirts.
Exactly that. The examples in our source are pretty stark. Your phone, laptop, car.
My car, seriously.
Potentially even your house or other equipment you own personally, if that's what it takes to settle the business debt.
Wow.
That line between the business's money and your money, it basically vanishes if the business owes debts it can't cover.
Okay, that's huge. That's
Yeah.
not just about losing the money you invested. It's about potentially losing your own stuff.
Precisely. The notes really hammer home that personal exposure. It's significant.
So the risk isn't contained within the business venture at all.
Not with the structure, no. And this is exactly why understanding this is so vital for you, the listener, if you're thinking about starting something. Because the way you set up the business, the legal structure you choose, it could literally put your house on the line. You need to know that risk up front.
It completely changes how you'd think about taking on debt or managing risk in the business, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Day one knowledge, really.
So let's pull it together then. The big takeaway from this source material is simple, but wow, incredibly important. Unlimited liability. It means no real wall between business debt and your personal life.
The business's problems can become your personal financial nightmare, right down to your own belongings being at risk.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
It certainly should. And maybe a final thought to leave you with, based on what we've seen in these notes.
Yeah.
If this is the level of personal risk with one type of business structure, what does it make you wonder about other ways businesses can be set up? How might they handle things like debt and liability differently?
Good question. Definitely something to look into further if you're serious about starting a venture.
Definitely worth investigating.
Thanks to both of you for joining us today. You've been listening to the Business Gurus. Let's now hand it over to you. What further questions do you have based on what we've discussed so far? Leave a comment and we'll get back to you right away. If you haven't already, hit that follow for more business tips.